Here's the thing, the patch has actually been delayed a day because of the holiday on Monday, Martin Luther King Day. So the patch actually isn't quite live just yet, but we can still do a patch video for Let's Talk Jinx. Because thanks to Surrender at 20, what they tend to do is they have a patch history cycle for all the changes that have been, made so far and what might be shipping to live. So that's what we're kind of going to do in this episode and talk about those changes that might affect Jinx. Like for example, there's a new champion coming. Viego, the Ruined King, right? That guy. He's going to exist. He's going to be a thing. Now, this really doesn't affect Jinx at all in terms of like a matchup in the laning phase or anything like that. He's not a support, so you're not going to really see him support. They're not really an AD carry. You're not going to really see them play AD carry. The only connection to Jinx really, though, is that their kit designer is the same kit designer as Jinx, and that would be August Browning. So, that's kind of nice and cool to see stuff like that there. We can look at this list right here, for example, to see more stuff. Like, for example, Draven's getting a skin, and Jhin looks like they're getting a skin. So you might see those two AD carries played more in the bottom lane, so you might have to worry about them slightly more, but probably not too terribly much, to be completely honest. Sorry about that. Wow. To be completely honest, that covers those things, which are kind of light things that probably won't affect Jinx, again, all that much. Where the fun starts, of course, if we go click on balance changes and go down here and see what things down here might more accurately affect a champion like Jinx. Like for example, Caitlyn, the AD per level is being increased from 2.88 to 3.3. And we always talk about this, so I'll just make it quick. Whenever AD is changed, the thing that it actually affects most is last hitting, a champion's ability to last hit successfully, be it in the jungle or in lane. If you can last hit successfully, you can farm successfully. And if you can farm successfully, you can still get a decent amount of gold, even if you're not killing your lane opponent. So Caitlyn might be a bit more of a headache to deal with as Jinx, because even if you're not dying to Caitlyn in lane, she might be farming very well and still getting the BF sword and still getting items anyways, so that by the time you do die for the first time, it feels like you've died for the 8th time. So keep that in mind. Dr. Mundo. Now, here's the thing about Dr. Mundo. If I recall correctly, they talked about his rework coming out. And again, not really going to affect Jinx all that much, but just putting that out there. Eventually, this dude is getting reworked. We have images and stuff already surfacing of what he's going to look like. Keep him on your radar, because you're probably going to have to DPS him to beat him, and Jinx is still one of the best DPS AD carries in the game. You could argue. If we keep scrolling down here, we got a Senna change. The attack speed ratio is being increased from 0.2 to 0.3. The Absolution, which is the passive, the Absolution. Yes, like it's the Toonami ship, right? Yeah, I remember Toonami. Absolution, non-kill goal spawn chance increased from 22% to 28%. Gold from ghouls increased from 3 to 8. Same thing, when you put gold back in someone's pocket, there you go. That's just, and again, it's more about, are you able to get fed without having to actually get a lot of kills and kill people per se. And the thing is, yeah, that's what happens. Also, Senna was in the opening cinematic for like this season, so that makes sense that she's getting buffed, I guess. Piercing Darkness, the Q. Healing ratios changed from 40% AD and 20% AP to 50% AD and 40% AP. So that's also going to just be doing more damage. Trades. Watch those minions. Don't get shot through a minion wave. Alright, Soraka, support champion. Heal restore increased from 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 to 50, 65, 80, 95, and 110. So by max rank, that's going to be doing actually 20 more. But if I recall correctly, on Soraka, you don't max Q anymore. So in laning phase, this might not change all that much, because this might be something that's max like 2nd or 3rd even. I might be wrong. It's been a minute since I've seen Soraka, let alone played with Soraka, so I don't know. However, the W, the heal is being increased from 80, 150, 150, 185, and 210, plus 60% AP, to 90, 125, 160, 195, and 230, plus 70% AP. Now this is an ability that I recall that people, it's like this, or some people go, or they put a point in the E actually for the level 1 harass, and then they go these two. So maybe I'm wrong about this, but like I said, it's been a while. So the heal is going up on Soraka, and the heal restore has been increased when you land this ability. And the thing is, this is when you land the ability. This is like when you hit somebody with it, and then you get healing back. This isn't the damage on it when you're going to like harass somebody. But the heal is also just being, like, a lot of healing has been increased on Soraka, actually. I don't like healing in this game right now, at the moment, if I'm being honest. I'm not one of those, it's broken necessarily, but I am one of those, man, I'm happy they did try and buff Grievous Wounds at least, because, especially towards the end of last season, healing was kind of out of control, so Seeing more of it come in, I'm not too terribly excited about, but you know, it is what it is. Varus, meanwhile, the mana per levels increased from 33 to 40. Chain of Corruption cooldown lowered from 120, 90, and 60 to 180 and 60. So that will be up, you know, 20 seconds sooner at level 6. And just keep that in mind. If for some reason the laning phase goes on a long time, the cooldown is lowered actually from basically 2 minutes to almost a minute and a half instead. So I believe with items, there's no changes. Well, there's Phantom Dancer, but like this is the part we've kind of talked about in previous videos. The cooldown or the cost is being increased from 25 to 2600. The combined cost is being increased from 850 to 950, but the attack speed is being increased from 40% to 45%. And the idea that maybe they want to try and buff the things around Jinx before they straight up buff Jinx, even though Jinx is on the balanced team's radar. So, Runaan's Hurricane, the last one here. Cost increase from 25 to 26. Same thing though, combined cost and the attack speed is going up by the same stats. So I believe that is all of the things that actually affect Jinx in any format on this patch. We're going to take a quick glance down here. Yeah. That is all then for this. And again, the patch will be delayed 1 day because of the Martin Luther King holiday on Monday. So that means that usually the patch preview, like the next patch, for example, patch like 11.3, we would have seen stuff on today, which is Tuesday at the point of recording this video. And then also we would have seen the patch go live on Wednesday morning at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is where Riot's HQ is located. Instead, that's pushed out. So Wednesday, by the time this video is going up, you'll already have probably seen like new skins coming out and the new PvE cycle and things like that happening. And then Thursday at 3 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, so check your time zone, that's when the patch will actually be going live. Meaning also Ranked will be going down. Now that Ranked's back, that's a thing. Ranked will be going down at 1:30 a.m. PST. So whatever that is in your time zone, like for example, the UK is 8 hours ahead of that, so 9:30 in the morning, and the patch drops at noon. Australia is 16 hours ahead, or even just go 8 hours back the other way, and just remember that they're a day ahead, for example. So that's like a long time. It's a long time. Basically, just keep that in mind. So that's gonna be all for this video. We're gonna end the video and say thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button. But I don't know which video will be next, so I can have a lot of kinks. So until this time, take care. GG, get jinxed. Thank you for watching, and enjoy pizza responsibly.